Hey everyone, this is Troy from Suzaman Entertainment, your one stop for all things entertainment. And you might be wondering, hey, where you been for the past 3 years? I was on a mission, and I'm finally back, and I've come to give you my new reviews. Maybe I'll talk about what happened these past couple of years, and did Lion King break me since that was my last movie? It hurt, but no, I had to do a lot of things, but I'm back, and I got a great video for you. It's a double feature: Dungeons and Dragons and the Super Mario Brothers movie. Excellent. So let's get right into it. All right. So this weekend I watched the Dungeons and Dragons movie. Man, and I gotta say, it was pretty badass. So good, not awesome tacular, not cinetastic, but pretty fine entertainment. It was good entertainment. It was very funny. It had a kind of a Guardians of the Galaxy esque vibe to it. Chris Pine as the bard really knocks it out of the park. I mean, he's charismatic as a bard should be, and we follow his character. You know, he makes some mistakes, and his family pays for it, and he joins some thieves and basically trying to right the wrongs of his past. And he meets up with, he's got his ever so close companion, the barbarian woman, played by Michelle Rodriguez, and then a wizard, and then we get a druid, and she kind of steals the show because she can change into different animals, which is really cool. And they're on a mission to, save his family essentially. And there's just some really great jokes. And I got a shout out to Hugh Grant as the villain. He is just chewing up the scenery. Every scene he is, you could just tell he's having fun. You can tell everyone is having fun in this movie. And there's so many little Easter eggs that you can go back and watch this and find. And it's just really good. It's gonna really please fans of Dungeons and Dragons, and then just casual people that never rolled a dice in their life are going to enjoy this movie. It is quite nice. So I say go see it. It is definitely worth your money. Now, on the other hand, the new Super Mario Brothers movie. Now, I remember seeing the original in theaters, and I saw it, and I was like, what did they do to Mario, Daddy? What Mario's an English guy. Why is he the guy from Who Framed Roger Rabbit? This sucks. I don't like this. And yeah, that movie is an oddity to say the least. Some people love it, ironically, because it is so bad. But you got to give props to Bob Hoskins, Bob Hoskins. He's the best part of that movie. Dennis Hopper is just kind of going through the motions, and John Leguizamo, he's okay in small doses, I guess. But yes, and that movie was so bad they didn't allow anyone to touch their properties. Nintendo, that is. So when we see this new trailer, and it looks just like the games, I was very excited. I was like, ooh, oh yeah, let's go, let's go. But then I saw Illumination was doing it, and they're not really known for deep stories. If you look at the Minions movie, they're pretty just like, will just be as funny as popular as possible. And then you got, the Despicable movie, there's some heart in it. And I'll say that is the main problem I had with the Mario movie, the new Super Mario Bros. There is no heart. It just felt really busy and empty. I'm watching it with my family. I'm like, yeah, let's go. And this is where I get angry. I'm like, oh. And then I just couldn't believe it. I'm just like watching, and like colors are going on, and it's just all these colors, and it's like, whoa, Rainbow Road, yay, it's everything. But I'm just like, I don't care about any of these characters. I mean, it's Mario. I should be caring about them. But they don't do anything in the screenplay that makes you really care about the characters. And I gotta say, that is a problem. It starts off with Mario and Luigi, and then they kind of just end up just, whoops, we fell into the Magic Kingdom, or the Mushroom Kingdom, and here we go on an adventure. And that setup was just, it sucked. I was like, what? And then Mario and Luigi split and they're gone for most of the time. I'm like, huh? All right, before I get to that, let's just go over the pros and cons as I usually do. So the pros. Jack Black as Bowser knocks it out of the park. He is the best thing about this movie. When he's not on screen, it's just mid, to say the best. Charlie Day as Luigi. He's very good as Luigi. I thought he's the better of the two Mario brothers, or at least he's the more charismatic. I wouldn't say charismatic, but he's just a little more, you're interested. He gives a better performance, I should say. Chris Pratt is just like, he's there. Princess Peach is just like, she's there. She's trying, but they didn't give her a lot to go with. I mean, they did give her a lot, but I don't know. They tried to force like woman power, but in the wrong ways, where it was just like Mario just shows up, is like, hey, I need to go find my brother. I've never met you before, Princess Peach, and she's like, I'm going to go stop Bowser. Let's just go together. But before we do, let's do a training montage, for the fans. And that's what it felt like. This movie just kept going, and now we're in cons. It just, once it gets into the Mushroom King, it's just like autopilot, and they're going off a checklist. Yep, gotta get that. There's no time to just breathe in these awesome places that we've been to, the sand area, Yoshi's Island. And one of the biggest, another is like the jungle area, or Donkey Kongville. Donkey Kong did not belong in this movie at all. He brought nothing, or none of it. And I knew there was going to be Mario Kart in there just because of but it felt like it was just fan service. It was just like, okay, it was kind of cool, but it kind of went on too long. It was like, this isn't a Mario Kart movie. They're just trying, it felt like less like a Mario movie and just a Nintendo movie. It's like Nintendo, the movie. We're going to give you a little bit of everything. Man, if like Zelda and Metroid showed up, or I mean Samus showed up from Metroid, it would really felt like that. It's like, okay, this is Smash Brothers or something, the movie. There is some Smash Brothers music. The visuals and the music are fantastic. They're up there with Jack Black's performance. They're really, the music, I mean, they have a plethora of music they could go off of, but they added, for some reason, some 80s music, which I was pretty indifferent about. I mean, I could have taken it or leave it. And that's how I felt about most of this movie. It was just like, I was watching it. I didn't hate it, but I wasn't loving it. And like, I was watching it, like my kids were loving it, or at least, I thinking they were loving it. And then afterwards we talked and they loved it. But I was like, man, why didn't they just take Mario and Luigi? Toad finds that pipe and finds them. And then he's like, come help me save my princess. And then he goes into their world and he goes and finds Princess Peach and saves her and goes to each of these worlds. And we get to learn a little bit about each of the little different areas. And then while Princess Peach is over there, she's like working on her own way out of it. There's like girl power there where like she can kind of break out on her own. And, while Bowser is trying to, swooze her and marry her, court her, if you will. But no, that's not what we get. We just get a movie that felt rushed once you get there. And I just couldn't. And overall, it's just aight. It's just aight, and even a lower spectrum of aight. Just like, it didn't suck, but for me, it was borderline. And I shouldn't be, I was like, I'm a super Mega Mario fan. I mean, I play all the games. I we here in the family, but I don't think the people that made this just wanted to stuff a movie so full of Nintendo references and spend no time on story. And like, I knew this wasn't going to be Lawrence of Arabia. I didn't need to change my life, but I just saw that Puss in Boots Part 2, the last Switch movie, and I didn't even like the first one. So I was like, okay, I'll watch the second one. And I love that. I cared about the characters. I cared absolutely about the characters. It was great. It was great. I was like, wow. So I know they can hit it out of the park, So I would say final verdict, it's Everybody's gonna see it. I see. I'd check it out on a matinee or wait till you get home, and it'll be fun to look at some of the references and whatnot. But man, I'm just upset because it could have been so much more. It could have been like 15. It was too short. I felt it could have been like 15 minutes longer, and they kind of went into more of the lore and more interesting things. Donkey Kong, God, why were you in there? He could have been in there for like a second, a little bit, but man, there's like way too much of that, and we could have learned more about the Mushroom Kingdom, Bowser, and all that. You know, we didn't need a lot, but what we got was just like nothing. I mean, it felt nothing. I felt nothing in the movie, and that's what that's just it sucks because I really wanted to love. I was like, yes, it can't fail. So it's not as bad as the original 1993 movie, but I cared about the Mario in that movie a hell of a lot more. So yeah, that's my review, and stick around for more Susan Man Entertainment. If y'all like this video, I'll do more. And maybe I'll do a video that fill you in what happened in the last 3 years, what I thought of the last 3 years of movies that I missed. I didn't miss them. I saw a lot of damn movies and played a lot of games, so I could have a lot of opinions on all that. So stick around. If you want to hear more, you know where to be.